Welcome back to the Download Show. Today I have the privilege of welcoming again Counselor Marc Guyon, who's the counselor representing French citizens abroad in Hong Kong and Macau, and again a frequent guest here at the Download Show. Bonsoir, Counselor Guyon.
Bonsoir, Tak. Nice to speak to you again. I'm one of the four counselors. I'm not the only one, but there's four of us, and I'm one of them.
Fantastic. And you do speak French too, just to confirm that.
First language, I think you can hear my French accent, although it's not very big compared to other French people, because it's better.
I think
I think
it's
so.
obvious enough. It's
You know,
obvious enough.
I have some haters. They said in my video, like when I talk English, like here with you, I don't have a French accent. So it's like I'm a fake French guy.
That's
But
right.
yeah,
That's why I
so
wanted to
English
ask the
is shit,
question.
so they don't understand what is they don't hear the French accent.
So wanted to ask, so what is going on in France? So uh, um, still there's a debt crisis, 114% of debt compared to national income. Bayrou has just resigned. This is Macron's fifth prime minister in 2 years. So what the heck is actually going on, Councillor Guillaume?
Well, like I said a few days ago, it's a big mess going on, and so there's no surprise. A few days ago, we knew that the prime minister was very likely to have to step down. So this is what happened today. Yesterday was what was quite well, it's not surprising, but what was a big change. Like he was like the vote of non-confidence was so huge. So, and it's the first time in the Fifth Republic that Prime Minister loses a vote of confidence. In the last time, the previous Prime Minister he lost his position, but with kind of what we say a censorship. So it's an initiative from the MP, but not happy. They're gonna say they wanna kick him out. But this time is the initiative of the Prime Minister. He bets he's going all in. He say okay, I ask you to have confidence in me. So this is my plan. Do you agree or not? And they didn't agree. So, like I said a few days ago, of course, I agree with some of his analysis that there's a big debt and you have to do some things. But there's a way to do it, and the way he suggests to do it is wrong. And you have the left and the right who voted against him. And even in his own camp, his own supporters, some of them voted against him or just didn't vote. So it means that it was really like is the lowest popularity he can have with the president now. So yeah, it's a big mess. It's a big mess because of course there's a big debt, and now that we don't have a government anymore, it will be even worse. So I think in 2 days, 3 days, on the 12th of September, there's a scheduled rating from Fitch agency, and if they downgrade the rating of France, it's gonna be worse to borrow money to do all this. So it's gonna be even it's very trouble situation now. So there's few hope, and what's going to happen next is like maybe not much. Macron is just gonna nominate a new prime minister like he did last time, and probably won't work. It won't last much. Won't last long. Another possibility, which would be better, would be to dissolve the National Assembly, cancel everything, and launch new elections, general elections. That would be better. This is what the many are asking for. And what would be even better would be like the Macron resigns. It's never happened before, or at least in the last few for the last few presidents. And but he's very unlikely to do it because I think he's so stuck to his position. He's so crazy. He's so only caring about himself and not about the country, that I think there's few hope for France. But let's see what's gonna happen today at 8 p.m. French time, which means right now what time is it? It's 5 p.m. now, so 5 hours later, he's gonna talk to the French people, like a formal talk, and let's see what he's gonna say. Maybe he's not gonna say much. He's just gonna say, "Okay, I heard you guys. I'm gonna find a new prime minister, and you're gonna be happy." That's all. That's the most likely thing to happen. Or maybe we may have a surprise that he's launching new election again, or he may resign, but it's very, very unlikely. But why not? He's crazy, so I think it's possible with crazy people. Let's see.
So, who are some of the possible, if the most likely kind of option is really for him to find a new prime minister, who are
Yeah,
some of the
yeah, the
candidates that
easy
have been
stuff.
expressed, or who are some of the candidates mentioned?
Oh, there's always a lot of talk, right? Like the most obvious options are center right guys, same as Michel Barnier and François Bayrou. A big name that comes often is Xavier Bertrand. He's quite a has-been guy from the French Les Républicains. He used to be quite popular a long time ago. He was a candidate to be a candidate for the presidential election in 2017 and maybe 222. I think he was like he did the primary, I think so. And well, but he's just we don't hear about him for many years, and now his name's come back. It's same as Bayrou. So I think now it's like how we call that a show time of a prime minister. It's just a show of has-been people that Macron is finding. You know, he's looking for people who used to be someone a long time ago, and then he's coming out. Okay, you're gonna be prime minister. So okay, why not? For them, it's good because they're not doing anything anymore, like very like important, and they're happy to be a prime minister. You know, there's some people they say in politics, if you haven't been a prime minister in your life before your 70s or you didn't do well, so they just want to become a prime minister, and Macron is just want to survive. And I think many people analyze also like Macron voluntarily wants to create a big mess because because I just said three options and there's a fourth option is that constitutionally it's possible that Macron takes exceptional powers, full powers.
Mm,
If there's a big mess in front, a crisis, but not just a
mm.
crisis like a few people like in the street, a very big, heavy crisis that requires someone to take control of all the powers, and he may do this. Maybe he wants a big mess to happen in France, so he would do it. He would be the first French president to do it because it's allowed, but no president has done it before in the Fifth Republic. So this might happen too. I've just talked with some people this lunchtime about this possibility. Some people believe this because, yeah, that's his character. He's a bit a crazy guy, narcissistic, self-centered, and so on. So he cares mostly about his own person, his future career. He's young. He's a young guy. So what is he gonna do when his term ends? Right? I think he's preparing what's next. So let's see.
So actually, that's a really good point because right now, actually, France is the fifth republic. This is the fifth kind of form of government that's happened in the state or at least the nation of France. So this would constitute a sixth republic, I guess. That's roughly, I guess, at least one conspiracy theory.
What if he resigns?
Well, if he exercises
Oh,
extraordinary power.
well, if he exercises like exceptional powers, he can do whatever he wants. He can create a new republic. He can just do just keep as it is now. It's entirely up to him. I think well, to create a sixth republic, you need a vote of the whole parliament, the National Assembly, and the Senate. You need everybody to agree to change everything and to have a new system. But right now, the Fifth Republic is actually is a very good system, but it's maybe too centered all the powers on one person, the president, which makes that even if he's doing a big mess, he can stay in power and he has the power to nominate whoever he wants as a prime minister. And what's happening right now in France in the last few years, we can see the limits of this system. It doesn't work anymore. So now we are really we are trapped in the limits of the Fifth Republic. There's not much we can do. Only waiting to 2027 or have him resign. But if he doesn't want to resign, we cannot force him to resign. Well, there's another option too. There's a fifth option, is that he can be destituted. Is English destituted? Like yeah. Uh, um, is it
It means to be poor in English.
what? Sorry?
Destitute means to be poor in English.
To be taken down out of office, like a majority, two-thirds of the MPs, member of parliament, and the Senate vote against him and kick him out. Is it two-thirds or four-fifths? Never mind, but it's very, very heavy process to like they try to do with Trump. There's the English term,
Impeach.
impeached. Yeah, yeah, he could be impeached, but the impeachment process is very, very heavy. So it's also unlikely to happen.
So that's a very interesting discussion that there's so many different options. There's five options, but let's actually kind of hone in on this last question. So there is some recognition I've heard from other people as well that the system really isn't working. What else can the system? Do you think the system can really change in France, or will it just continue to be the same as it always will be, and it just concentrate power on the next person?
Well, and nothing lasts forever. Sooner or later, we change. Nothing's perfect. Uh, right now, I think it would be good to change the system, but right now, the system as it is, it's possible to change it. But the problem is that it's a democracy, and the people, if they are too stupid to vote for the right people, so they just get the wrong people. And somehow we have to say the French people they have what they deserve because they just choose Macron. So what do you want to do, right? So the system right now allows the French people to vote for the right person, but they don't do it. So they choose their own destiny. And the situation of France now is the French elites, the political elites are responsible for it. But who put these French elites in power is the French people, right? So unfortunately, I have a few hope. I still have hope, of course. I'm into politics that because I have some hope, but I don't have much. Many of my friends they just say like there's no hope. Maybe we need everything to break, to explode, to have a good start. And that's also something very French. That's how we made that revolution. And maybe
Mm,
France is a country which is not easy to reform. Maybe France cannot be reformed. It has to be shaken very, very well. It has to be have a big crisis. I'm not saying we have to cut the head of Macron, of course, but maybe there's something really heavy which has to happen, like something extraordinary, so the French people wake up and so on. I have some friends, but don't really care right now what's going to happen to France. They just hope actually it goes deeper, deeper in this mess, so that you break up everything and you start from zero again. So I don't, I'm not, I don't favor this option, of course, but I'm just saying like what I hear around myself because there is such a big mess that there's few options available, and that's why also there's
mm,
so many French expats around the world because
mm, mhm,
they have less and less hope. So why would they just stay in France and survive and watch being a
mhm,
spectator? They want to create their own life, their own luck, their own business. They want to go away, and they can when they are like us in Hong Kong or whatever else, they just do whatever they can to vote.
mm.
But first of all, they care about themselves because they don't rely on anything with the French government anymore. That's a pity, but that's the way it is, and I understand that.
100%. Thank you very much for your time, Counselor Guillaume. And perhaps we'll probably speak in the next few days about what's going on.
Thank you, Tak. Take care.